got tons of ETFs that are coming to head in October 2025. That's the month that this is being recorded and published. You've got XRP, Solana, Litecoin, Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of these ETFs happening. And I kind of wanted to just give you the 20% of knowledge that you need to know to get you 80% of the results. I guess the first question is, what is an ETF? Because you see ETFs in the traditional system all the time in the stock market. And what an ETF is in a traditional market, it's a collection of different stocks and shares, basically, that you can, or companies, that allows you to get exposure to those companies without actually buying the stocks or the shares. And usually they're done in baskets. So you get a load of them, like the S&P 500 or something. You can get a basket of assets and you can kind of capitalize on the growth of the whole thing. In crypto, though, we haven't had ETFs with baskets of assets in it yet. So really what you see is ETFs with individual cryptos. So you get the XRP ETF, the Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF. These are siloed, right? They're on their own. And you might be wondering, like, okay, what is an ETF in the first place? Well, let's do it. Let's imagine you're a company and you want to invest in an asset. So I have a treasury in my business and I want to invest in an asset that I think is going to go up. But because of my industry and because of the barrier to entry in terms of like the learning curve and stuff, and we don't necessarily have enough time to learn about this new asset, maybe we don't want to invest directly in crypto, because now we're going to have to get into the world of custody and private keys and wallets, and it's all a bit too much. Instead, what I can do is invest in cryptocurrency without actually holding the cryptocurrency itself, therefore avoiding all of the need for private keys and wallets and all that learning curve. And some industries just don't want that to happen from a regulatory standpoint. So instead, you see a company like Grayscale opens up an ETF. This ETF basically means that I, as a company, can invest, or even as a retail investor, can invest in the ETF, therefore making use of the ups and downs of the crypto that it's all about without actually holding the crypto. So instead, I'm buying almost shares of a company's holding of the crypto. So let's take the Grayscale XRP ETF, for example. Grayscale, in this case, will buy a vast amount of XRP so that they can package it up into their ETF. So it's like in a box now. In that box is all the XRP that Grayscale owns. And Grayscale go out to their clients and say, you can buy a share of this box. So you don't actually hold the crypto, but you hold a portion of our share of the XRP. And in a nutshell, that's how it works. It gives you exposure to crypto without actually holding any crypto, but taking full benefit of the ups and downs of the crypto that's inside that box. So it's very much along the lines of getting exposure to the crypto, but you don't have ownership of the crypto.